guys, it's Laura from Doggy U, and today we're going to talk about selling the van. What? I know, crazy. Let's talk about it. So you may have noticed a little bit of radio silence on this channel recently, and it's because I've been out really just enjoying my life. I came back from California and then I went out directly to Pennsylvania to work with this amazing circus, Circus Stella. It's this husband and wife team who have 6 rescue dogs that perform in their shows, and I was out there helping them with new training techniques and teaching new tricks, and we just had such a blast. And they adopted this lovely little deaf puppy and we started working with that, so I was a little busy with that, having a ton of fun. But back to what's happening. I'm selling the van. Yeah, actually, it's sold. Person is coming to pick it up in about an hour and a half. Now, a lot of people have asked me, are you really sad to sell the van? And yeah, I mean, part of me is sad. I love the van. It's so beautiful. You know, my builder did a great job with it and I have a lot of great memories in it. But I also try not to get too attached to material things, because what the van actually represents is like freedom to travel and good memories with family and friends and all of that good stuff. And that doesn't go away when you sell the physical object. So you might ask, why am I selling the van? Good question. Some of that I can't divulge right now, but I have some life changes coming up. But one of the main reasons we're selling the van is we're looking to minimize a lot of our things. So right now we have 2 functioning cars and the van. And the van I go on my trips and weekend camping and all of that with. But we thought it's pretty wasteful to have 3 vehicles. And the van is a lot of van. It turned out to be more than we even needed, which is crazy because we built it to be very simple, easy to operate, all of that. And what we found through our travels this summer for the 2 months when my husband and I were in here, is we never really used the water. We never really used the shower. We just had more than we needed in here for the type of lifestyle we have, which is a lot of like weekend camping, you know, driving from place to place. We've got 300 watts of solar that we never ever need that much for, just the style of travel that we do. So what we decided as a little family is that we are going to sell this van and go ahead and eventually in like a year or so, we're going to get rid of one of our cars and keep, you know, we have a little Subaru. We're gonna keep the Subaru and get rid of the other car, and then we're going to buy a much smaller van and do a smaller build out. And what that's gonna be is a daily driver. So it's gonna be my daily driver, it's gonna be my work vehicle with the dogs, and then it's also gonna be a weekend camper. So we'll be able to kind of have the best of both worlds without having to pay extra insurance, extra taxes, all of that stuff that goes along with owning 3 vehicles, which, you know, we knew going into it, but we decided that we'd like to keep our belongings small, keep our expenses small, so that we can travel as much as we want to, because we love to travel and that's a priority for us. So we don't mind downsizing to maybe a less nice vehicle, a less gorgeous vehicle, to be able to travel more. So the new van, as of right now, what we're thinking is it'll still have the same platform bed that we have in this one, hopefully a queen, but that might not happen because I think we're going to go, so the van we have now is a 159 wheelbase high top Ram ProMaster, and I think we're probably gonna go down to either the 118 Ram ProMaster low roof or the 136 low roof ProMaster, depending on what we can find slightly used for the build out. So we're thinking it's pretty much just going to have, you know, a platform bed, a fridge. We might put in 2 seats with seat belts so that we can have passengers in more easily, but it won't have a sink. It won't have any way of cooking really. It's not gonna have upper cabinets. It's gonna be really a pretty sparse build so that we can use it for lots of different things. So the bed's gonna be able to be taken out and we can use it as cargo. I'm gonna have crates in it, of course, because I have dogs. I'll probably put in a swivel seat because I like that. But that's the plan right now. It's not gonna happen for another year or so probably. And we're just going to kind of see what our life looks like, see what we need, and go from there. So at the end of this, I want to give you a couple things that I really loved about my van. So if you're thinking of doing a build, these are some things that I would definitely include. I love my platform bed. I would hate it if I had to make my bed every night, so having a platform bed for me was non-negotiable. I loved being able to open my back doors and be in bed and look out at the scenery. I just love that. I love my passenger swivel seat. That's amazing. Just the whole decor of this van, you know, I really put a lot of thought into it, and my builder helped, you know, realized that dream for me, and it is gorgeous. You know, I wouldn't change anything about the decor. I love my mosquito nets. Oh my gosh, I know they're so expensive. I'll link below to the video on these mosquito nets because they are amazing. I know they're expensive. They are just, I cannot stress enough that these were a really awesome install. I know I could have made them myself for so much cheaper, but they're a reason they're expensive. They work fabulously. They keep the dogs in. It was just great. So those are some of the things that I really love about it. Oh, and my farmhouse sink. Even if I mostly use my farmhouse sink to bring to put things that were on the counter in while I was traveling, I don't care. Looking at that thing, I loved it, and I love that we built the whole kitchen around it. There's so much storage in the van too. That's really nice, and the systems are very simple. So when you're thinking about your own van build, think about what do you actually need? How much solar do you actually need? How much battery life do you actually need? Oh, and just buy the Dometic fridge. Seriously, the thing is amazing. Again, expensive purchase. Never had a problem, worked so well. I could freeze my dog food and my meat, and then I have the fridge section, and you can hold like a week's worth of groceries in it practically. So definitely just spring for the Dometic fridge. So those are my couple tips from the van build that I have. I love it. I think I'm gonna do another video on how to sell your van and my experience selling the van because I couldn't find a lot of videos on that when I was trying to sell the camper van. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. But that's it. That's me signing off. This is the last video you'll see inside this van. You know, it's been such a fun ride, and I'm so thankful for my builder, for Mike, for helping me put this together and, you know, realizing this vision and all of the great times that I've had in it. But I also know that, you know, the woman who's buying this van is going to have so much fun in it, and, you know, she's going to get to have lots of adventures and memories of her own. So that's it. The van's sold. You guys have a great weekend. Happy camping.